Okay, well, I would definitely take a look at the book which is from 7.6, definitely look at this chapter for examples of this, because you might want to look at more examples, but I'm just going to do these two. So, here we go. If you want to think of this as 30 degrees, or pi over 6, that's 45 degrees, okay, or pi over 4, we have 60 degrees, or pi over 3, okay. Right, so this is saying pi over 6. In other words, this line here, there you go, that is 30 degrees, or pi over 6. The radius of -2, well, if I had 2, it would be right here, okay, right there. Again, think of it as 2 radiuses out, 2 circles out. But it's -2, so I'm going to flip it over, and that will be the answer right there, okay? So that is that. Again, if you need more examples, look in the book. So I looked at pi over 6, okay, over here again, 30 degrees. And because it was -2, I had to go over to this side to find that -2 over there, 2 on the other side, okay? So that's where that is, okay? So let's take a look at the next one. Now again, I'm going to look at -pi over 2 for the angle. Now that is here, okay? There you go, -90 degrees. Think of it like that, okay? -90 degrees. Now, because this is positive, this stays on this side, so I'm not going to flip it over. That right there, okay, that right there is the answer, okay? If I can kind of make it a bit clearer. That there, 1 circle out, 1 radius out at the -pi over 2. So that, all of that, if I can just erase this and just leave the marks on here, okay, that one, and then that one there, okay? So again, that's that one, okay? So those are the 2 answers. Right, let's take a look at this one. De Moivre's theorem, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, we have an exponent of 6, okay? So I'm going to raise the 2 to the power of 6, okay? Then inside the cosine, 5 pi over 6 gets multiplied by the 6, okay? So again, 5 pi over 6, okay? Multiply, okay, whatever. And then plus I sine, again, this gets multiplied by 6. That's still the same thing. It's 5 pi over 6, okay? So think what I did then. The 6, I raised the 2 to the exponent of 6, because that's the exponent, and then that 6 went inside here as a multiplication. Now, fortunately, these actually just cancel, okay? But again, if you have to, multiply them together. So I have 2 to the power 6 with a cosine of 5 pi and an I sine of 5 pi, okay? Right, now then, you kind of need to look at this on your unit circle, okay? So whether you think of 5 pi, think about where it is. It's like going twice around the circle to 180, if you want to think of it like that. So again, I'm just going to look at my calculator. It should be just looking at a unit circle for this, but bear with me while I get the calculator out. So I'm going to do this, he says. Right. Cosine. Right, this is -1, okay? And the I. Sine of this is going to be 0. So this is what I have. 2 to the power 6. This is -1. And this is 0. Well, 0 times anything is 0. So this is just 2 to the power 6 multiplied by -1. 2 to the power 6 is 64. Multiplied by -1. There is your answer. Okay? Again, that's from chapter 7.7.